What's up? And I'm all just fizzled. Give me a sec. It's just two of us anyway, so it'll give me time to regroup here. Been running. Literally just got off the game about 5 minutes ago with little man. And we won a rush round. So I'm a little like, I gotta hurry, I gotta go stream. And I'm all out of whack. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. Big three of us now, so hello. I know I'm one of them in chat, so at least two. I hope everybody's having a good one and enjoying their night and their week. And remember, Gemma's tomorrow night, 7:15. Come a little early because she's been starting early. And once some people come in, we'll see where we'll go from here and see how things go. We've got some things I want to talk about, especially if a certain person shows up. If you have questions for her, I guess I'm going to have to email her because I was supposed to, and I didn't get a chance to because life has been crazy. But then again, we all have crazy lives, don't we? Whew. But yeah, that's about it. And I got a couple things I want to discuss, like dark figures and dark hooded figures. Since I saw one a while back ago and saw it again last Tuesday, the other day, and just saw it once. And then I had somebody proceed to tell me later that day that they had seen something just like that before her husband passed. So, and a friend of mine. So, and he's home. They brought his body back. This is today, Thursday. Came back Monday. The funeral's next week. So I think it's either Monday or Tuesday. They got a few things they got to take care of. And then they're ready to do that. Bless his heart. Bless her heart. And I'm back down to one person. So what's up? Myself, everybody's leaving. So since I'm the only one in the room now, I'll give it a couple minutes. Seems like I've people find out Gemma's not here and they leave. So I'll give it a couple more minutes, and if nobody shows up, I'm out. Hey, Vixen, how you doing, dear? How you doing? Hope you're having a good week. Well, at least I'm not alone anymore. It's pretty weird. My chat more missing. You know, a lot of people are having trouble with YouTube. It's been acting weird. I don't know if they're doing updating or what the deal is. In fact, a lot of people are having problems with their internet, period. So just hang in there. A lot of people are having problems. 2 Fridays ago, I was having all kinds of issues. I would see chat, but I was getting kicked out of chat. Oh, one sec, the boss. Sorry about that, Vixen. I'm getting your box. Oh, bless your heart, honey. You didn't have to do that. You know that, right? Yeah, that's not necessary. But I appreciate it. Oh, And you'll probably make my dad's day. Because I've been looking. We've been hitting the farm markets and everything. It's like you say rhubarb pie and people look at you like, what? It's like, come on, man. We took him to see his sister again last week. It was last week? Yeah. A week ago, last week. It was before Thanksgiving. So yeah, last Sunday. And even his sister who has dementia remembered what rhubarb pie was. It's like, what the hell, man? But oh well. But I appreciate it, Vixen. That was really sweet of you. You didn't have to do that. It's really super sweet of you. I can't say enough. And all the other folks that are hiding or in the background, hello. Thank you for coming. Once we get a couple more people in, I do want to talk about these hooded figures that me and Edna have seen. Saw it again the other day, but it was very brief. And then somebody's wife, whose husband passed away, you all know that. Anyways, she saw one at the hospital while, right after he had passed. And it kind of concerned her, but she said it was really weird because she didn't feel afraid of it. And she's still sending me voice texts. I don't know why she can't. You silly woman. I know you're watching. Hold on. I got to put it on mute again. So sorry about that. I just didn't need to hear all that. She's going to bed. So say goodnight, Gemma. Good night, Gemma. Pleasant dreams, sweetie. Hey, John, how you doing, bud? I hope you're having a good week. I hope things are good for you. That's weird. Wonder if I could send you some seedlings. If I could probably grow rhubarb here because I know it used to grow here. In fact, I believe even neighbors had some growing, but we have all new neighbors now, and these people are tore up houses, cut down trees. It's sad. Yep, sis is going to bed. Bless her heart. She says hello to you, Gemstones. She finally texted me and said, send me a voice. Bless you, honey. Hello, Gemstones. Remind them it's Christmas. Yep, I will. Monday's video will be high strangeness, interdimensionals from the liminal spaces. Well, that would be a good one if I said all that right. So Monday's video is about dimensional beings. I'm taking it from liminal spaces. I know I screwed that up, but Monday at 11 o'clock. So remember that. And she says goodnight to you all. And yes, it is Christmas time. We want to help you, but she also needs some help. So hit those donations if you can. If you can't donate, join. Become a member. That helps too. It also helps you, covers you on the readings. Man, I should have prepped up a little better after I took a shower. But yeah. So yeah, please make sure. Be here tomorrow night too. She'd love to see you. That would be a good one. High Strangest. I love when she does the High Strangest ones. Those in the listener encounters. Well, I like it all, but there's certain topics she does that I already have interests in. Trying to catch my breath back. It's been crazy. I was literally rushing. We literally won the game, and me and him literally run the game and jumped in. Hey, Straw Dog, how you doing tonight? An evening to you too. I hope you are good. And Vixen, you're such a sweetie. Thank you. Yeah, if you send me seedlings, if you can find them, because I've never seen them on. I mean, I can look at the hardwares, and there's a couple greenhouses I could probably check out. I never thought about growing my own, because he used to put salt on it and eat like celery. 1 second, I didn't want to belch on the camera in stream. A wolf down dinner, we had steak. Been one of those days. It was doing great until 5 o'clock. Then it's like, oh, heck, broke loose. Yeah, it's good to see everybody. Yeah. So we'll see. I'm only doing about an hour on Thursday nights because Moggs and DVB and they're friends of mine, and I think a lot of them I don't want to tread too much into their water because, I mean, they all have their own. They have their fellow people, anyways, that will be there no matter what. So I don't worry about it too much. Usually I get off by the time they really start to kick. So I don't know if they're friends of mine, but I think a lot of them, I've always followed Moggs for a while. So he's one of those guys I do watch when I'm not doing anything. I will look. Yeah, I'm going to keep my eyes open too, Vixen. And to be honest, I don't know how many springs the old man's got. He might outlive me, though. That's for sure. I don't think he's feeling too good. We both think he might have caught something, which is sad. But it comes and goes. He's been complaining of a sore throat. But enough of that. But everybody's doing good. I got a few people in chat hiding in the background. Thank you for coming in, folks. I do appreciate it. We'll get going here. I'll probably end around 9:15. Like I said, I don't want to go too far over. I got to be here tomorrow night. And depending on what happens, I may also do a midnight stream on Tuesday. It's hard to do midnights during the week now because I'm pretty active. It's, during the day. But if I don't do a midnight stream, maybe I'll do a 10 o'clock stream on Tuesday nights or something until we come back for Tuesday talk. We'll have to wait and see. But I plan on doing something. I know a lot of people miss me at night, so. And I do have Saturday nights, though, so I'll be here midnight Saturday for Gemma's replays. I had a pretty good crew last week, shooting the crap. But yeah, anybody got anything special going on for the next couple days? Anything? I don't know if there's any conventions going on. Para Unity was already done and did. I know SOR just did their anniversary. But yeah. As for me, it's been crazy. It's always crazy for me. I'm always running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Now, tomorrow will be Friday, with tomorrow being Friday and doing oracles with Gemma. I don't do much, but take the list. It'll be a pretty calm day for me. I don't do a whole lot that day because we start so early. So I'll basically just work around the house. And then Saturday's my busy day, and Sunday's usually my days off, but it hasn't been lately. So I try to make Sunday my day, but It's crazy. My last session of Reiki classes this weekend. Oh, there you go. So you graduate, you move on, huh, Vixen? That's awesome. That's good. And we got all kinds of Reiki people in here now. And you got Risha, you. I think there's somebody else that comes and goes out of here. I just can't remember who it was. Big 7.0 earthquake off the coast. Yes, I saw that. The after tremors, yeah. We'll see if there's a tsunami. Have they thrown out the tsunami warnings yet, or was it? Depends on how deep. Does it say? Can you find out how deep that was? I haven't. I should go look. You know, we got a big old meteor coming by us again too. It should be passing us here soon, I believe. And it will have things with it. It usually carries visitors with them. Little extra boulders around them. So it's busy. The skies are busy. The earth is busy. Folks, stay aware. Stay alert. Between us humans and what Mother Nature's doing on the ground and in the sky, be aware. Be awake and be aware. When tsunami didn't go big, quake was 12 miles deep, so it was fairly deep. Okay. That's a good thing. But the thing that scares me about California is it's pretty much locked and ready to go, the big one. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time with them. Just like Yellowstone. People don't understand. Yellowstone's locked and ready to go too. It's got a couple more thousand years. It's pretty much can go anytime now. So don't let those guys fool you. But I don't think anything major is going to happen in our time. Maybe the earthquake. I really see at least a big one coming for California. I don't know when. But, man, those little quakes there have been hopping pretty good. They've been coming in kind of really good spurts. You know, you people that live in California should let me know. 12 miles deep is pretty deep for a quake. So that might have softened it. How far out was it? Do you know? I would go look, but I probably will after the stream now. Go check out all the data. Between that and all the UFO sightings everybody's seen, UAP, whatever you want to call them. And those are hopping good now too. I mean, you can almost go to any channel, even channels that don't talk about them, and they're talking. So. That's pretty good. It's good. The conversation needs to be out there. You know, if everybody could just, instead of arguing and agree to just share information, that'd be the big thing. I don't hear too much arguing now. I think everybody's just more or less waiting to see what's next. What's next? Things kind of calm down in that department. So let's see. If Edna comes in, I do want to talk to her, but I don't know if she'll be in. I hope she stops in. I know she had a lot going on. I know she's not feeling the best, so I do need to email her. 30 miles offshore. Okay, so it wasn't that far. 7.0. The aftershocks probably last a little bit. If you said they had 60 quakes, were there 60 quakes all around that, or were those considered the aftershock? Because, man, California is always experiencing some kind of quakes along the fault lines, and in between them too. So, I mean, I know one day I counted tons of them all the way through the whole dang state. Aftershocks, okay, that explains a lot. That big of a quake, that deep, that sounds about right. Might get a few more, might rumble for a while around the whole area. Okay. What part of California was that? Was it northern, northern coast, south coast, middle coast. So I don't know California that well. Northern, okay. I'm trying to think. That means that depending on how far north, Washington probably and Oregon probably felt some of that. Probably show up on the Yellowstone things too, the Geiger readings or whatever. They'll probably show up on those. I'll probably check that out and see if they show up on Yellowstones. They usually do. Sometimes you can feel them all the way here. I know certain earthquakes out there have been felt, where the aftershock or the wave has made ours go a little goofy. We have one at Elm Creek. But yeah, it's wild. Shake the map showed the mountains received a lot of. I'm sure where they do the those California mountains. I'm sure they probably felt it all the way up that whole coast at one point. Probably during the initial quake, probably a little bit before the quake, the initial quake, and probably the first 3 or 4 aftershocks. They probably felt them all along that mountain ridge. And they probably felt them for probably most of those 60s, maybe. But it will show up on all the meters, so you just got to go and look at them. Mr. BB333, I always screw it up. He's real good about showing all that stuff, so I'm sure he has it. He'll probably post it already. Or if he hasn't, he's posted it now. So he's always up on that stuff, which is nice. Just trying to make sure I miss everything. You have the new Madrid fault line between you and... Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Every so often, we've had little boom booms here and there. Little shakies. But not very often. A lot of those, if there's a big one, they usually feel it down there and more on the East Coast. Edna, Jersey. Jersey feels them. Jersey had a big one not too long ago. What, about 6 or 7 months ago? So, yeah, it's not uncommon. But the Madrid, yeah. It's just down there along the Mississippi and Ohio River, isn't it? I'll have to go back and look. But I know where it's at. If I look on a map, I can point to it. Oh, yeah, you can feel it. And I think a lot of that is aggravated by all the... I'm not against fracking, but with everything you do like that, you're going to have aftermath one way or the other. I lived just west of Indy for a bit and felt a few from the... Yeah, you probably will there for sure. I live in Columbus, and every so often, I mean, very rarely, I just live north of OSU campus, literally just north. And there's been a couple times you can feel them, but it's been a while for us. And what I think a lot of this stuff that happens on the East Coast, like up around Jersey and Gemma, there's stuff that goes on up there. And I don't know if that's because of water, if there's a fault line up there or not. I'll have to go look. I don't think there is. But it's all, mountainous, hilly area up around New Jersey, northern New Jersey, northern New York. So you're going to have it. I know I had friends in the Appalachians, Kentucky and North Carolina, and they would feel quakes every so often. But I could definitely see you feeling them in Indy. You just lived west of there, so that's not uncommon. Now I'd probably feel them more I think you feel them more when you're out in the country, away from the city, to be honest. It's like noise or looking at stars. You know, the farther away from the big city where there's constant, I call it constant motion in the city anyways. And Columbus ain't that big. But I know that when we've been down in Chillicothe years ago, there was a little shaky shake. And it was noticeable. I was like, holy crap. I go, yeah, every so often. Pretty rare. But I have to look on the maps, but I don't think we've had one here for a while where we can feel it. Now, we feel them all over the place. I mean, just because the shock wave that goes through the earth. I'm in New Hampshire now. And we have little quakes every so often. Oh, you're up by Edna, I believe. Edna, doesn't Edna live in New Hampshire? And I believe there's a bunch of people that live up that way. Vixen, she lives in Vixen. Edna lives in New Hampshire, right? Latro, hey. I believe she lives in New Hampshire. And everybody keep your thoughts on Edna. I've seen her on Facebook. I just don't get to stay on Facebook long enough to really go around and check everybody's posts. Yeah, they're seeing a ton of them in Jersey. They're seeing a ton in New York. Arizona's getting real active again. California coast is getting real active. Somebody said along the lakes up north of me, all the lakes, people are seeing them. Yeah. There's a lot going on this planet, and maybe they're just curious. But I honestly think something's about ready to happen. I don't know what it is yet, but something is getting ready to go down. Either human cause or non-human cause, but something big is about ready to happen. When? I don't know. It could be next week. It could be over Christmas. It could be next year, but something is getting ready to go down. I'm eating cold turkey, man. I've been eating turkey. Actually, been pretty good. We had turkey Thursday, of course. And then I made noodles Friday night. No, we didn't. I had pizza. And then Saturday I made noodles. Which turkey and noodles with gravy and biscuits. And then I got a big thing of noodles. We'll probably have those tomorrow night before stream. Because it's easy to fix. I don't feel like ordering out every time. It gets expensive. Maine gets small shakes once in a while. One super volcano blew itself out a few million years ago. Oh yeah, okay. I'm talking about it. Now, if I can say it, it's Caldera. The Caldera and the island now. Michigan has gone wild with you, but Michigan has. Somebody told me that there's been a lot of sightings up around Cleveland. Also in Chicago, off the bay in Chicago. We're also getting a lot of reports out west. Like I said, Arizona, New Mexico. My daughter lives in Kansas, and she said the air base has been put on a quietly. She won't. But the base there, her husband's in the Army, but he's in South Korea right now. I've been put on alert, and she's pretty sure it's because of people seeing UFOs all over the place. She says they see a lot of those Tic Tacs. Actually, it wasn't her that told me that. Who was it that told me that? It wasn't Ashley. Who was it that told me that? Somebody told me. Now I got to remember who it was. Hilarious from X. If the tsunami really hit San Francisco, it would have been the first natural disaster to leave the place in better shape than it was. I agree with that. I heard Salty, I believe, Salty Cracker lives close to San Francisco. He says it's a pit now. Used to be a beautiful place, from what I've heard and seen. Never been there. Never been to California. My ex used to fly out there for business, and they'd literally tell her to stay in the hotel. Don't go too far. Don't go anywhere by yourself. She said it got pretty bad the last time she went, that they pretty much just stayed real close to the hotel. It's good to see everybody. Anything creepy happen other than UFOs? Yeah, but the UFO sightings right now, I'm guarantee you, if you would compile all the people that are posting stuff now, you'd be shocked. I think a lot of people would be shocked. And it doesn't help these hearings they had just had, because you can tell them, hey, doesn't, you can say all you want, but people are going to say, hey, look, I'm seeing them every day now. The ones I've heard about in Arizona have been really intense. Some of those have been looking like they're real big ones. Snow has been creepy. The snow here is real light. We haven't had anything really stick yet. It's just been flurries. There was one morning, that first snow we got, we had a nice little, just a little layer of dusting. But I think us for Ohioans, I'm kind of thinking we may get a white Christmas. We'll have to wait and see. I used to try to predict. I don't anymore, because this weather is so whack anymore. There is videos out there where people trying to melt snow with a lighter and it just turns black. That's creepy. It's like the cheese thing that you see all the time. One idea is they have started making their own surveillance saucers that look like aircraft, which is possible, Latro. I've heard all kinds of stuff. Some people believe that these spheres or these orbs that people are seeing, that's what they are, is AI drones. So we'll have to wait and see. They could be ours. A lot of people are assuming it's somebody else, but our government's not going to tell us what they're doing. We got our second snow today. You guys probably did get a good snow up there, Vixen, because you guys had a pretty good little snowstorm kind of rolling through the last few days. And I wouldn't say some snowstorm, but some good hefty snowfall. Mostly rain on the northeast, northwest, New Hampshire, east seacoast. Yeah, most of it's been interior along the lakes and running up that Canada, American border. Maine, poor old anything off of the Lake Erie there, Buffalo and all that. What was that one place? Water Lake or whatever it is. That place has been getting pounded. Watch the sphere in L lift off just like the plot of. Yeah, there's been some weird sightings. And you saw that happen. You guys know about the one that supposedly landed on an airport, but it's kind of fishy to me. I mean, the photo is legit. I can't see any flaws in it. And it's about that far off the ground. You can see its shadow. But something's not adding up about this whole little. And this was in, I'm going to say Winchester, UK. The pilot in one of the planes actually got a short little video of it up in the sky. We don't know if it's before it landed or after it landed, but I guess apparently it sat on the runway for a bit, then took off. A GoPro. It could be. You never know, Latro. You never know. Now they're saying the AI can actually perform. There's people out there trying to push this, that AI can perform time travel already. So who knows? GoPros probably are AI operated by then. We're getting something like 1 or 2 inches. We got a little rain mix. Now, see, we got a rain mix last night and it froze because I went to leave early today to run to the store real quick. Oh, my doors were frozen. It's cold here. I wouldn't say it's fantastically cold, but was it like 22 here now? It's 21 degrees. That's not cold to me. To me, when we start talking 0 and under, that's different, or single digits. But I love the cold. My body don't anymore. But yeah, think about it, Latro. GoPros in the future will probably be AI oriented, just like everything else. Yeah, I was watching a video earlier today and the other night about how people are talking about, maybe these things are AI from the future. And they're going back, and that's why all of a sudden we have these Mandela effects all of a sudden. They're messing with stuff. Because the Mandela, 5 years ago, that Mandela effect topic was real big, and then it kind of got quiet again. Now it's getting big again. And it's funny because I remembered the movie Sinbad with Sinbad Shazam. And then this guy actually in a video upload shows his copy of Shazam with Sinbad, who swears he never made the movie. And he's holding the Bernstein Bear book. Not Stain, Bernstein Bear book. Because I got them both. What are people talking about? So it's messed up. Now, everybody's noticing, topics, name changes on product. And it's like, yeah, there are some of them I remember being different than what they are now. But there are some that, I know never changed. I don't know where but maybe they changed for them. Maybe they're from another dimension or time warp or time glitch. But that's a weird subject when you start talking that stuff. I mean, you can go in so many directions. So many directions. And it's a good topic to talk about. So, personally, I think wormhole traveling is probably the big thing right now. I think whatever's out there is using wormholes to travel from either one dimension to another or one planet to another. And that's how they get here so fast. But then again, it's not that I don't believe in aliens. I just believe that what we think are aliens are not really aliens. But that's me. Marketing for specific zones. Actually, that makes sense. To be quite honest, Straw Dog, that actually makes sense. That does make sense. Or it's like this person was talking about AI already doing time travel. Maybe it's messing with the time grid to throw us off or speed us up for something else, for them. I don't know. But, you're hearing all kinds of stuff with all this ramping up like it is. But you've got all this UFO stuff going on, and it's always been known. Everybody says, no. Every time the world gets like it is the state it's in, like right now, UFO reports go up. Sightings go up. Yeah, maybe we had more cameras now than we did then, but it's still a fact. Yeah, they may have been over here, but now more and more people are seeing them. And that's because you're seeing more and more of them. So, when the world is in crisis, they seem to show up. Now, are they good or bad? Personally, I don't think they're good. I personally look at if they're aliens or whatever. I look at them like us coming to America or anywhere, any foreign alien subject going. Yeah, the blue Kachina, they think that's already been sighted. They think the green Kachina has been sighted and the red Kachina has been sighted. So we'll see. There's people, it starts about October, and it kind of hit and miss up until the winter month, where people are seeing what looks to be another planet or another moon very faintly, either around, beside, or around, or in behind our moon. And the only time you see it is when that moon is bright enough and it's showing up in pictures. So far, all the pictures I've seen have come out of Arizona and a couple down south. And they're very rare. Lady said they watched it for, actually, Mr. MBB3 saw it too. You can go to his channel and check it out. But yeah, and I've seen and heard stories that people are seeing this. So I've been watching, but we've been so cloudy lately, I can't see crap. Yes, please hit that thumbs button. And if you can spare a couple bucks, donate to the channel. It goes into the channel. So we appreciate that. All links. Gemma's got some great books that make great Christmas gifts. Please look into them. Everything is in a link, and I forgot to turn on my banner. Oops. Let me do that real quick. There we go. But yeah, all the links are in the thing. The books make great Christmas gifts. The campfire stories are mostly listener encounters. The campfire stories are mostly listener encounters, I believe. The Midnight Visitor books are always good. She's getting ready to come out with another one. I think that one's for, is it for campfires? Gemma, you got to let me know. I forget now. She's done so many now, I kind of lose track. Heck, I've been trying to catch up on them all. The moon is supposed to have a little moon. Yeah, we know that, but this is much bigger than a little moon. It actually looks like the one they keep talking about, Planet X, because it seems to have either a bulge or an indentation on it, a circle on it. And we can't, people can't. In one picture, it looks like it sticks out. In other pictures, it looks like it's in. So, yeah, I didn't even give myself a thumbs up. That's pretty sad. Better yell at myself. There we go. 10. Hey, I don't expect a whole lot of people. A lot of people come in expecting Gemma to be here, and they leave, and I'm okay with that. They want to see their Gemma. I get it. Just come back Friday. She'll be here Friday. And then she'll be doing a video on Monday. And then once Christmas is over and we get back in the swing of things, we'll be doing Tuesday talks again. It might just be me and her. We'll have to wait and see. Probably be just me and her. It's all up. Depends on what Ryan is doing. He's a busy man now, too. Yeah, that's what I've heard too, Straw Dog. It's not very big. This thing's big, and you can tell it's big, and you're not seeing all of it in the pictures I've seen. There's no way you're seeing all of it. So, once again, things are slowly being revealed to us, I think. And we're going to see a lot more of it. People say the veil is thinning. It is thinning, but it's also lifting. And it lifts a little bit more each year. And, that's, now you're seeing it, like I said, we talked about the UFO sightings going crazy. I mean, I actually had people tell me about UFO sightings, and these guys never believed it. I saw one of those orbs the other day. I had one guy, I talked to him was every other day at the gas station. He was telling me he was standing out there checking the pumps, doing his nightly close. And he watched an orb go shooting across the western sky. He goes, I thought it was a shooting star until it did a 90-degree turn. He goes, so you're right. I said, yeah, everybody's seeing them, dude. Because I don't even believe in that stuff. But I know what I saw. And then cryptids of, I don't hear much about the cryptid talk as I do hear about more paranormal stuff. Now, this is all paranormal anyways, even UFO. But you hear more and more about ghosts and things happening in people's houses right now, even a little more than you do about the cryptids. Now, Bigfoot sightings, you'll have to tell me if they've gone up or gone quiet, but you usually hear something once or twice a week. There's a boomerang craft on YouTube with the wingspan. Yeah, I need to go look at that. Somebody told me about that one too. If it's real, I need to go and see if it's real. See, there's a trick to finding out about AI or CGI. You have to mess with the picture to get it to show itself. The AI has gotten so good now. So you really got to be diligent when checking that stuff out. Don't be afraid to be skeptic. But, you never know. It could be real too. I'm going to find that and see if I can check out the footage. Oh no, I haven't even seen it. That tiny, yeah, it's small. It's not very big, but we know it's there. The little moon. It's over a hurricane, and they estimated the size be knowing the cane familiar. There's if you ever watched the radar, the National Weather Service radar, just go in there and put the map of the United States on full when there's a lot of activeness going on, a lot of storms, and watch the radar. You'll see some really weird stuff going down. I've seen triangles where the radar couldn't penetrate, so the radar would hit and there'd be a blank space, but what you can see is where it's blank, where there's no clouds, is a triangle. I've seen circles. You've got the weird pinging that's going on down south with that really weird mosaic thing down in Mexico or South America. I think it's Mexico. That's really weird. So if you want to see something interesting, sit and watch the National Weather Service radars when there's a lot of storm moving through, and go check it out. There was one during one of the really bad storms a few years ago. It literally looked like somebody set something off in that storm because it looks like it exploded, like somebody set off a bomb, and just the way it grew so fast. Let's put it that way. It's like they gave it a little help. But there's no proof. You can't prove anything. But it looked weird. It was really weird. Mr. BB has caught those. Yes, he has. Mr. BB is one of my favorites because he is a sky watcher. He admits that's what he is. He's done stuff for Ancient Aliens, which to me is just the same stuff over and over now. They're going to have to kick it up a notch if they want to stay in the air. The History Channel, to me, is not the History Channel anymore. I was loving the History Channel because I loved the war stuff. Now it's a whole different ball. All these channels are a whole different. Sci-Fi Channel is not really the Sci-Fi Channel anymore. Especially when they start showing wrestling. But I guess you can, I don't know. But yeah, cable that's why everybody's going to streaming now. And YouTube, number of people that watch YouTube, Rumble, and all these apps, I've gone up quite a bit because people are tired of same old crap. Edna, there she is. Hey, Edna, I'm glad you showed. How you feeling, hon? And I will get you an email because we need to talk. Slow-mo, how you doing? And you're up. Yeah, well, bear with us, Slow-mo. After the holidays, hopefully we'll get Tuesday talks going again. Maybe you'll be able to show up for those. But I'm glad you're here. Don't forget, folks, come back here Friday night. I'd be here about 7. She starts early. I'm still alive. I hope so, honey, because you've been on my mind, but I've been busy too. I'm going to have a funeral probably either Monday or Tuesday next week. So I'd probably be Tuesday. But yeah, well, before I go off, what time is it? Before I wander off, I'm going to hang around a little bit. I'm not going to rush right off at night. My friend I had to pass while they were in the hospital taking care of business after he passed. And she saw what I saw. She saw a black figure in a robe in with his body, and it scared her to death. She thought it was death, but she said it didn't feel like death. But he'd been gone already like 24 hours. And she said that she's like me, and she said she couldn't pick up anything. She didn't feel scared or anything. Let's just put it away. She's not like us. Well, I don't know if she is, because she kind of keeps to herself. She's a good, quiet lady. I don't mean to say it like I said it, but she's just a sweet. She's very quiet. But when she told me over the phone what she saw, I about dropped. So she's going to fill me in more, probably during the wake. But yeah, when she said what she saw, I was like, no way. She goes, it was a black figure, solid black. You could tell it was wearing a hood, standing in the corner by his body. I didn't feel scared. I didn't fear. I didn't have any fear. In fact, I was very comforted. So that's going to be a very good conversation. So if you're here next Thursday, then no, we're going to talk about that. Because I've had a couple other people telling me that have seen the gray ones like you see, like we see. Now I've seen the gray and the black. Now I have people telling me they're seeing these gray ones in really weird places. One lady told me that I know was saying that she was standing in the store and this thing was standing behind an old man. Well, I thought I was the only person that saw people, followed people, but she swears she saw this thing standing behind this old man. She goes, he's probably about your dad's age. And he didn't seem to have a care in the world, but this thing was behind him. And I go, you could see it. She goes, yeah, and I never see stuff like that, but I saw that. Really tall, yes. Said it was taller than, and they're all tall. And everybody I've talked to, even his wife, said it was very tall. She said it looked like it was like 7 foot tall, maybe even taller. She said it seemed like it stretched. So, but it didn't act like it noticed her, but she saw it. She left the room, and when she came back, it was gone. And she didn't see it anymore after that. But she said she wasn't scared. Actually, she said she was she has dealt with this really good. Thomas touched a lot of people, and people were taking this really good. I'm afraid that once they put him in the ground, everybody's going to break down. I'm probably the only one I know that had to go hide. But I don't know. It could be a type of guardian angel. Angels are not what everybody think they are. Sometimes they give us that perception to keep us calm. But, we've all said it here in chat. Most angels will tell you, do not fear me. I am good. Fear not what you see. So, like I tell people, sometimes you see black stuff, something black, a figure in black or a black shadow. It doesn't always mean that it's bad. But you got to know when to pick up. And if you're not picking anything up on it, I don't know what to think. And everybody I've talked to says, well, I don't get it. They don't. I can't talk to people like I talk to some of you folks because they don't understand. And I'll ask them, well, did you feel anything when it was there? And they'll be like, no, I didn't feel scared. It was just weird seeing it. And then it was gone. Yes, they are, Vixen. But, there are angels out there that have human form or take human form to calm you, too. Do you still see old couple with the angel? I haven't seen them for a while. When I saw them, it's if I go to the store on Saturday mornings, but Saturdays have been crazy, so I haven't been there. But they're there every time I've been there. But like I said, it's been a long time since I've been to the store in a Saturday morning, because that's when I usually see them. So I haven't seen them for a couple months. So I hope they're okay. I've talked to them, hello, how are you? I haven't told them, hey man, you got this thing following you that just is gorgeous. Because whatever this is that follows them, it just puts off the most beautiful light. And I have a funny feeling that this is a couple. Once one go, the other one's going to follow right behind. That kind of vibe. You could tell. Last time I saw them, they were still holding hands and kissing each other on the cheeks and giggling. It was the cutest thing. That's always the first thing they say. Do not fear. Do not be afraid. Yeah. Now, I've heard that a number of times. Don't be afraid of me. I'm not. That's what I say too. I'm not. I got no vibe off them. Good. See, that's what everybody's. See, when I ask people, it's like, what do you? I ask them, what do you pick up? Do you pick up anything? Do you feel scared? Do you feel calm? Most people will say, I feel calm. I don't know what to think. I'm not scared. That I do get is I'm not scared. Everyone I've talked to so far in the last 2 weeks, I've said the same thing. I'm not scared. I'm calm, but I don't know what to think. What is this? Why am I seeing it? I never see this stuff. Why am I seeing it? You're the weirdo that sees it. I actually had one person say, you're the weirdo that sees this stuff. You tell me. I don't have an answer for everything. It's like, I think it's like crazy how these things are so random. Yes, they are. Like, why? Why don't we see them all the time? Because I don't think we're meant to see them at all. And if we are, it's for a reason. What reason? I have no idea. I never expected what bothers me about his wife seeing this is because I saw it just a week. I literally talked to him the week before he passed. And that was the week I went in and had the emergency work done on my throat. So, and that's when I saw mine. And I would have loved to have been there because I have a funny feeling what she saw and what I saw is connected. I believe it may even be the same thing because she described it without me saying anything. She described it just like I described it. Now, I didn't even tell her about it. I hadn't even talked to Thomas about it. So, and the way she talked about it, it sounded just like what happened to me. Hopefully they will go together. I think they will. They are, I've run into couples like this. In fact, relatives, that they were so close. One would pass, the other one literally would pass, if not a day or two after, a week or two after. I have a feeling that will be the situation with these two. Now I'm curious. Now I'm going to have to go Saturday morning to the store to see if I run into them because they live at a senior citizen assisted living that's right by the store I go to. It's a big, beautiful place. And they actually live there. So hopefully stop being worried about being called a weirdo. I don't mind it. It's fun. When I was 12, when I am in these, I agree. Slow. I get a kick out of them when my friends call me that. Because they know. It just tells me they know. Even though they don't believe, they know. A lot of them been with me when weird stuff happened. So my husband and grandparents were like that. When he passed, his dogs howled and she died about a week later. Yeah. My dad's parents were the same way. He passed. About not even a month later, she passed. I was born a weirdo. I was born weird. I don't know if I was. Yeah, I was born weird. This whole family of mine is weird. So it's okay to be a little wacky. In this world, you need it. Sometimes I think the wackos are who run this place. As the saying goes, it's usually the insane people are the most insane. Usually the insane people are the most sane people of them all. I'm beginning to believe that. Keep Austin weird. That's why you're down in Texas, aren't you? I have a little one, a grandchild named Austin. I've always been different from, yeah. But you know, and I used to think that way and beat your own drum. And then you find out later that even in school, you may not have been, you just never made contact with that other person. And I found that out not too long ago. That, you know, I always thought, I wouldn't think I was alone, but I didn't think there were other people like me growing up in school. And now I'm finding out that maybe I wasn't as alone as I thought. It's just we never crossed paths until now. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. But yeah, we all beat to our own drum anyways. I mean, there's I'd say a very small percentage of us. It's kind of like, I don't want to go there, but yeah, you know, we are definitely out there. Let's put it that way. We are definitely out there. And there's a lot more of us than I think people realize. My dad didn't last a year after my mom passed. He was happy to go and meet up with her. Now, here's the weird thing. My mom has been gone almost eight years now. I moved in a year after she passed. He asked me to move in with him. And we've been here almost 7 years, a little more than 7 years now. And I figured he would go much after. Where everybody thought he would go first. But actually, I tried to tell my brothers, no, Mom will go first. But nobody listened to me. But he said the other day, because I don't know why I'm still here. I said, well, God must have something for you. Or there's something you must need to do because you're still here. You're still kicking it. So go with the flow, Pop. You know, all the aches and pains and moans and groans, make it worth it. I got along with everyone. I was met among most groups. Yeah, so was I kind of. But there were some people that were, after a certain incident that happened on the football field when I went out for the football team, kind of made some people a little, I wouldn't say terrified of me, a little hesitant of me. And that made my junior year and my senior year really interesting. But I worked most of the time anyways. I only went to high school half a day. Went to school in the morning, then went and worked in the nights. I left school about noon and went right to work. 16 for me. There you go. So it's been 16 years for you since, is that what you're saying, Slow? I want to make sure I get that right. Why does it have to be so painful? I don't know, Edna. But it gets that way. Pain is an interesting subject. One day I'll have to sit down and talk about pain in the way I see it. Because there's no growth without pain. I know that doesn't sound right, but growth is painful in one form or another. I don't know if that makes sense to people, but it does to me. I was told that a long time ago, and I understood. I didn't really understand it until I was about 16. I am too mean to die. That's what Dad says too. I'm too mean. They don't want me anywhere. They don't want me in hell, and they don't want me in heaven. I gave everybody crap the whole time. Proving that in the past. That's funny. I was in the red hot clique of death. Weird. Oh wow, Latra. As a toddler, I was told stories about my previous life to my family. Ooh. Actually, I know I had a friend like that. I can remember when I was 8th grade. I went to we used to have slumber parties, and big old house, had no money, cool parents. Anyways, one night we're all sitting around eating pizza. His mom's sitting there, and he just starts talking about how he was flying this plane during the war, and he got shot down, and he made it across the bound. I mean, he went into this whole spiel. His mom was like, "Holy crap!" He was even gave names and places. She went and looked it up, and it was all legit. So I've seen it happen in real time. I always asked if I was adopted. As a toddler, I was told stories about my previous life to my family. So that's weird, though. But we may be talking about two subjects. There's 20 when my dad passed, 23 when my mom. I took in my two sisters. It was rough. Seems like a lifetime ago. Oh, that is, and time flies. It does fly. And it seems to go faster as you get older. But that's a big step. That's a good thing. And I don't know if you don't think of it as a good thing, but what you did was a good thing. And yeah, a lot of times you don't know how you did it, but you survived. You may be paying for it a little bit right now, but honey, your whole family is so bright. I don't worry about you. I worry about your health. Because sometimes I think when you talk about your health, you kind of sound like me, but my heart's good. My lungs could be, I'm working on that and everything. But everything is good other than the Tourette's. And yeah, the Tourette's have done some nerve damage because it's more of a physical form of Tourette's. And it's done some damage, but they're telling me my heart beats good. If I stayed doing what I do every day, I'd be good. I keep telling them, hey, man, as long as you keep telling me I'm going to go, I'm going to keep surviving. Because every time they tell me, oh, I have one doctor that swears he can't understand how I'm still alive. Because I don't know how you're still alive. It's like, dude, I ain't going nowhere. I got too much to do. Doctors told my folks I wouldn't see 18. I'm 57. Well, I was told I wouldn't be 50. So, and I'm, you know what I am. They told me I wouldn't be walking. They told me I wouldn't be able to talk. I may not be talking the best, but I'm here. And that's about the only thing that's really shown itself, other than the twitches and stuff. What do you do when you've done that since 2 years old? Time really does, it does fly. And, I noticed, though, when I see things like these guys in robes, these things in the robes, or more like the kid in black, the black-eyed kid I see at the hospital. When I see these very major things, time seems to slow down for a day or two. And it's weird. I don't know if it's like it's giving me time to process it. But once I seem to get through what I saw, it picks back up again. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's weird. And I noticed that last week. Let's just say what I thought was happening is happening. Hopefully I can't slow it down. All that matters. Yeah, see, you're just me and you have had this conversation before, and then both our doctors have said things that just didn't happen. We didn't allow it to happen. I'm Irish, being able to talk in something we, yeah, it's true. That's true. That's so true, slow motion. Listen to your body, folks. Don't mess around. Yes, that is true. Listen to your body, because it will tell you. My body yells at me all the time. Like, well, what am I supposed to do? I don't have time to stop, okay? I got to keep going. You can yell all you want. I got things to do, people to take care of. I take my breaks. I get my healing time. And I do. It's usually at night when I'm pacing around the house. I've actually been sleeping somewhat better too, so that's good. So when I do sleep, sometimes it's not until like 3 or 4 o'clock when I finally go to sleep, because I can't go to sleep until my body says, okay, try to lay down. The last 2 nights has been weird because I keep everything pretty guarded around me. But the last 2 nights, I have felt like something's here, or at least close to the area. And I keep waiting to see something, but I haven't seen it yet. So we'll just see what happens there. Because I keep getting this feeling, it's not like in the property, but something is like, I feel like something's watching me from a distance. Ever since I saw the black cloaked figure. Ever since I saw that, I have felt like I've been watched from a distance. It's you. It probably is. You know, I do the same thing to you, Edna. The only reason it gives me away is the crickets. The crickets always give me away. If you can't talk the talk, walk the walk. Isn't that truth? I can't walk the walk or talk the talk. I mumble and stumble. But I'm good. That's the only reason you see me, Edna, is because the crickets give me away. Or the toads. Unless I sneak up with you on the internet plague, but you can blame my dad for that one, because I think he's feeling a little rough. I go to bed when my body tells me to. Yeah, see, that's me, Slow. Unfortunately, I try to lay down on, about 9 or 10 o'clock. Sometimes I'll say, I'm done. I'm going to try to lay down. I end up rocking so hard, and it's fidgety, and it's horrible. But if I do go to sleep, the rocking is even worse. I'm just going to say it. I think they are literally Watcher's ghosts. I'm beginning to think that too. But you don't want to confuse the Watchers with the Watchers you hear about in the lore, because those are 2 different things. Now, these Watchers that may be watching, like me or you or other people, I think there's something different. I don't know if they're like angels or something. You got to remember. See, I know a little bit about you. Not the fallen ones. No, I know what you're saying now. I just want to make sure that was clear, because I knew what you were talking about. Breaking: a triangle UFO drone has been reported over Ocean City near New Jersey. That's been followed by an F-16. That would not surprise me. Thing with me is actually, Latro, I'm gonna have to tell Gemma to make sure she gives you and a couple other people wrenches so you can post that on here. Yeah, New Jersey has seen a lot of that stuff lately. So has Arizona, New Mexico, northern Texas, and around the Army bases, California, and along the lakes like Michigan, Chicago, Cleveland, Buffalo. Somebody said they saw one. I meant to bring this up earlier. The day before the snow they got this time around Buffalo and that other area along that edge line there that they had seen a number of UFOs. Ocean City, huh? See, that's about 2 hours from where Mom used to live, Gemma's mom. I think about 2 hour drive. It's just down the way. You have to look that up. I don't know if you can post a link for that. I'm not sure if you got a link for it. If you could post it or not. If you can't, just go ahead and post it anyways. They may not be able to click on it, but at least people know where they can copy it and take it. There's an Ocean City near Jewelry in Ocean City, Maryland. Yeah, this is Ocean City in New Jersey. And it's not far. I believe it's not far from Atlantic City, too. I'll have to go look on the map. Yeah, only mods can post links. I know some people have tried. You just couldn't click on them, but I didn't know if you could or not. There's a nuke-powered plant in Perry, Ohio. I'm not from Ohio residents that has. Yes, I know about that one, but I don't know where Perry, Ohio is at. Where's Chris at? Chris would be in here talking. He knows what we're talking about. Smoochie. Hello, Smoochie. But yeah, and I'm gonna email you. Just give me a time because it's kind of hectic. They're back, and I'm supposed to meet with his wife Saturday afternoon for a bit. And she wanted to talk to me alone without Patricia and all them around. So I guess he had some things. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, they are calling them mysterious drones. So that's more than one. Yeah, I've heard them being called AI drones, being controlled by AI. I've heard they're saying, oh, it could be China, and it could be this, it could be that, but I don't know. It's going to get weirder before anything is really revealed. But nukes are very real there, honey. They're very real. I actually know a guy I went to church with. That's what he does. He works for the naval. In fact, he's a commander in the nuclear division. So, and he's smart as a whip. And he'll tell you that they're real. What time we got? Don't want to go too long. It will go to 9:30 and I'm going to cut it. And what's today? Thursday, Friday. Let's say we'll do for Gemma's replay. I'll just do one video if we want to pick up this conversation for those who return for Gemma's replay. Now, don't forget Gemma tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. I say 7 o'clock because she's been starting early. Please be there. Please come in. If you can't, if you're not, if you want to make yourself a member. If so lucky, somebody might, put out some memberships. Being a member is a big thing now because it gets you, a guaranteed reading. And then $2 is not bad on Cash App or PayPal. It's just $4 for the YouTube only because they take half. But hopefully she get herself back where she belongs. She does not like doing that. She hates having to charge, but it's the way it's got to be for right now. Everybody knows it's tight out there. So if you can't help that way, try to help another, and hopefully we can get her back to doing free ones here in a little after the holidays. I'm packing my gear and wandering off in the woods. I don't know if you'd want to go to the woods either. It's just as crazy in the woods as it is anywhere else. I'm not saying it aliens, but it's aliens. Uh, That's funny. My brain. I have no brains anymore. I'm a smoochie. I think mine melted years ago. They think somebody aliens put an AI in here. It really messed up, screwed up AI. Now I see stuff that I don't want to see, or see weird things now that I can't figure out. I'll take my chances with the wild animals. I'm the same way, and if I'm going to run, that's where I'm going to run. I'm going to go as deep words as I can go, and dig deep, and dig in. Find me a mountainside to dig into. I hope I don't run into any trolls or anything, but you know what? I'll make them my buddies. Don't get grouchy with me, Mr. Troll. I'm a good guy. Come hang out with me. Now, you are home, right, Edna? Right? You are home, right? You're not in the hospital. You are home, right? I have to clarify that because I got to thinking. I know you were home last time we talked. Yeah, you were here. Yeah, okay. I am home. Okay. Thank you for telling me. I do worry about you and so many others. I'm glad though. And Latra, we're gonna get you a wrench so you can post links because you seem like another guy that could come in here and post some good stuff. So as long as it could and leads to something that we're talking about, you're good to go. I'll make sure that gets done. I live in a basement, a 200-year-old house. My walls are 3 feet thick. Bring it on. There you go. That's the what you want too. Slow motion. I live in a basement too, deep under, in a cave deep under the basement. Deep and dark under the basement. Ain't nobody touching me. Dog just refused turkey. Uh-oh. Maybe you shouldn't eat it. You know, when an animal won't eat something that they would usually eat, then you need to, hey, Smoochie, please watch the language, okay? That's all I have. You know, you're good. Just watch the language, please. Yes, you're still doing it. Don't make me, okay? Gemma don't need that because that does cause problems for Gemma. So just please watch the language, okay? Thank you. I mean it sincerely, honey. I love you to death. There you go. The word of the week. Poop. Just got out of the hospital again. Oh. I'll have it, Latra. I'll have it. Man, I took the rest of our turkey Saturday and made noodles. We made homemade noodles. And I love you too, Smoochie. And made homemade noodles and made turkey and noodles with gravy, nice and good filling, get it in your gut and keep you nice and warm. Pretty good so far. Good. He was given some carcass earlier. He likes the neck too. No dangerous bones. Yeah, you just got to watch the bones. That's the thing with dogs. Love turkey and chicken and stuff. You got to watch the bone. And they'll eat fish, but you really got to watch giving them fish too. I always was told don't give dogs like shellfish. That's not a good thing. That's all right, hon. You're good, Smooch. You're always good. You're good, hon. We just, Gemma has enough grief as it is, especially dealing with me. So don't want to make it too rough on her. You're all good, Smooch. Yes, poultry bones are bad. The only good real bone for a dog is a beef bone. You don't, other than that, chicken bone splinter, poultry bone splinter. No, it's usually a no-no for dogs. Oh, I know. And Edna, I mean, Smoochie, I know. And if you look at those mainstream channels and their viewer count, they're making YouTube money. That's why. But I can guarantee you, if you kept cussing or somebody comes in here and cusses up a storm, next thing you know, she's getting demonetized. I'm getting demonetized. It never fails. So, yeah, you want to talk about YouTube being biased? It's if you're making the money or not. If you're making the money, they don't say nothing. But if you're just a peon little channel, and this is actually a good sized channel, but, you know, that's just the way it is, I guess. That's why I'm trying to get her to where things calm down for her. We can slowly kind of do YouTube and Rumble. What did I say? I don't know what you were saying, but yeah, okay. On this channel, we talk a little like little ears and listening. Yeah, we do. And that's because Gemma's always wanted to make this kind of a safe place. And that's a good thing. We're eventually gonna get over and Rumble, and she'll be a little more political, a little bit more, and become a little bit more free about what I say. Because believe me, if you let her talk, oh, she's got things to say. If you watch her on TikTok, you'll see it. So if you don't follow Gemma on TikTok, it's Gemma Jade YouTube YT, I think, on TikTok. I don't know if she's put it in any of the links yet, but go follow her on TikTok. She's a hoot. That's why my dad likes her. Him and her would get along great. There'd be no problems there. None. I know you're good. You're good. Smoochie, you're good. Yeah. Yeah, we just try to keep it simple because, I mean, every time we've had issues, it's because either cussing or somebody said something dirty, or somebody complained about somebody talking something they didn't like, and it takes a while to get it undemonetized. Once you get demonetized, they take away the monetization. It's almost a fight to get it back. But lately, it's been pretty simple. I just send it in for a review, and give my few choice words, and it's happened, and we get it back within 24 hours. But we haven't had that problem for a while, so they're too busy focused on other things. So, I'm jiggling again. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Still doing it. Why am I doing it? Let me catch up here. There we go. I don't know why it does that. It's like I get a lag. I know you do, Smoochie. And I do care about you too. Don't ever get me wrong. But you got to understand, just like you, I'm not afraid to speak my piece. I'm just a little more careful here because of Gemma, because I respect Gemma. You look good, Gus, and sound much better. Yeah, I'm still having. Here's the thing. When I went the other day, I had to go back, and they wanted to go back in and look and check everything. They wanted to reinforce me just because they fixed this that I would still have problems talking because of all the years of the Tourette's and the shaking and the tremor. That I would still probably have days of trouble talking, but I feel good. I feel great. Other than a little bit of a chest infection I got, which is going away. Now I think my dad's got it. But I do. Thank you, Edna. That means a lot to me because I feel good. I feel a little, I took a shower and still feel a little, but Dad told me I had to get a haircut. And I said, I don't want a haircut yet. It's wintertime. I don't get a cut until spring. I cuss like a sailor. Oh, I do too. I don't cuss like I used to. I have to admit that now. I really don't. I have my moments. I swear like a drunk Irishman. I bet you do. By the way, I'm a drunk Irishman. I don't drink like I used to. I'm a what they call a loving lush. When I'm drunk, I'm just this loving, caring. I'm even more loving than already. Actually, I know I'm an a-hole, but at times. But yeah, when I'm drunk, I'm just like the most loving guy. Oh, I love you. Oh, you're so beautiful. People just look at me and go, God, he's in a great mood. No, he's drunk. I'm like that when I'm stoned too. When I come off of medication, when they bring me out of surgery and stuff, I'm grabbing nurses. Oh, you're so cute. Come here. Yeah, it's coming back. I was pretty flushed out there for a while, but I'm feeling, like I said, I feel good. I'm pretty tame. Yeah, I'm in my old age. I've definitely tamed down, but I noticed that when it comes to, you just crossed the line, I'm right on it. When you cross my line, man, I'm not afraid to jump on it anymore. I'll tell you how I feel, and if you don't like it, you know where the door is at. I guess that's that September Virgo in me finally coming out. As somebody keeps telling me, that's your September Virgo. That's coming out now. I go, that's fine with me. I have no problem with that. I was usually pretty reserved on speaking my mind and try to do it with. I still try to be courteous when I speak my mind and be respectful. But now it's just like, if I don't think you deserve it, you ain't getting it. And I ain't going to ask you, hey, do you think you deserve kindness? Or I'm just going to treat you how I feel you need to be treated, which is not good because I can get pretty mean. And I always carry my receipts with me, as one might say. And I bet you're the same way, Edna. I bet quite a few of you in here are the same way. Yeah, I am such a happy drunken stoner too. Yeah, I'm so loving. There was this nurse when I had my neck done. I woke up. It was bad enough. A 2-hour surgery, a 2.5-hour surgery turned into a 5-hour surgery. I won't go into details. That's one of my NDE near-death experiences. Was doing that. One of those. Anyways, when I was coming out of it, this nurse, she looked just like Sarah Palin, but better looking. I mean, she was cute, but she looked like Sarah Palin. And I always did have kind of a crush on this chick. And I look up and she's looking down at me. I go, God, what the hell? I grabbed her and was trying to kiss her. I didn't know this until they told me after. I go, no, I didn't. She goes, yeah, you did. You were so enamored. I was like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed because it's not the first time. Don't worry about it. I don't remember trying to kiss her, but they said I had her and come here, little lady. And I'm like, oh my gosh. They said I cried because I spilled my water for like 2 hours. I'm like, man, you guys had me really out of it. Well, they'd have to knock my butt out. Oh, in the day. It's not her herself, it's just a look that she had that I like. And I like that. No, what can I say? I like a woman who looks smart, even when they're not. No, it's like Gemma. Any women with brown eyes, I melt. I ain't gonna go anymore. I'm done. I'm digging a hole. And I fill it back in real fast. But yeah. I'm not picky about what people look like. But there are some things, just like everybody has little things that kind of get my goat, as one might say, in a good way. I think I'm speaking too much. I'm getting tired. It's been, I mean, like I said, right before I logged on, I had to go take somebody gas. I came back and played with little man almost right up to the time I had to stream. I didn't call her that. Don't you? I would never call her that. You even making a joke about that makes me feel bad. No, Gemma is far from that. She is far from that. Thanks, slow motion. You're going to get me in trouble now. She's probably watching. I'm waiting for my phone to ring now, man. You're all good, man. All good. That's funny. What time we got? Oh, I'm over my time. All right, folks, before I get myself in trouble or slow-mo gets me in trouble, Edna's sitting there laughing. I know she's in the background laughing at all of this. I'll take the heat. No, it's too late now. You've already dumped it on me. My butt's on fire now. You're fine. Folks, have a wonderful night. See, when I tell you, she's in the background laughing her ass off. Pardon my mouth. See, I'm cussing now, Smoochie. I'm trying not to turn red. You folks have a wonderful night. I shall see you folks tomorrow night, I hope. Please be here if you would like. Either ghosting or hanging out and chat. She comes on at 7:15, but she's been showing up about 7. So if you show up early, that'd be great. You know the routine. Have a wonderful night tonight. And I'll see you guys on the flip side of Friday. And if I don't get to see you Friday, hopefully I'll see you Saturday night for Gemma's replays. Have a wonderful Friday afternoon. And hopefully I'll see you Friday night. Much love to you all. Thanks for hanging out with me. Next week, we get into the conversations and why we call this spooky time instead of goofy time. Have a wonderful night. Please behave yourselves and have a good, wonderful evening. And much love to you all.